Hi everyone, welcome to Lily Best Divinity Live. For those of you on my YouTube channel, welcome. For those of you on my Facebook, welcome. And thank you everyone for the support, for the shares, and all the comments. And this video is going to be part 2 of Twin Flames. I didn't even look at my other video. I didn't look at the whole thing to continue from there, but I did feel that when I did that video, I apologize. I believe that's the video that someone was knocking on the door, but I was already done with it. But in my head, I was still thinking more things that I could say about it. Like I was getting like flashes of things, and I was also thinking about when I had met my twin flame, and I wanted it to also do another video after this, signs on that you have met your twin flame. And I also want to do one on soulmates, because I think a lot of people confuse their soulmate with a twin flame, and a twin flame is completely something different. To me anyway, it's completely something different when you meet a twin flame. That's why I said in the other video, you know, it's twin flames are two souls that it's like a soul that was split in half. So when you do meet your twin flame, people always think, you know, oh, it's great. That's why they confuse their soulmate with the twin flame, because with a twin flame is, you know, the connection is completely different. It's on another freaking level, people. Okay, it's on another level. It's like with soulmates, you feel that you, like if you know them or you already have known them, and you have, but with the connection on a twin flame is a mirror of yourself. So let's say if you're a person that's very grounded, your twin flame may be a person that's all over the place, maybe a person that you would never have thought that you would even be attracted to or have a relationship with. But at the same time, you are very, very drawn to them, very what you feel, you know, around them is like, you'll be telling yourself like, why do I feel this towards this person, you know? And it's because that person is a mirror of you. And like a lot of times you will see in your twin flame stuff about yourself that you do not want to see. And it is not a relationship that's a very easy relationship. People think that, oh, I found my twin flame. You know, everybody's calling. A lot of times people are always calling the person that they're with because they feel such a deep connection with them. They see it as, you know, they'll say that that's their twin flame, but in actuality it's really their soulmate, or, you know, their life partner, the person they're supposed to be, you know, the person that they made a pact with to come, you know, and be in this life with. And with twin flames, you do make a pact to meet each other again, because that is your flame, that is your other half, because you're both one soul. So I hope that makes sense. So I wrote a lot of notes down to make sure I remembered everything I wanted to say about this, about twin flames. You know, because you guys, twin flames, you share the same soul. And it is a very breathtaking connection, because you're sharing the same soul with this person. And it is a very deep emotion that you will feel for this person when you meet them. But sometimes they may not be like, you may think to yourself, this is not even my type. Like in the other video I say, you know, usually a lot of times there's a big difference in age. There's something different. You when people see you guys together, you are not the couple that, you know, people may even tell you, well, this person doesn't even seem like they're your type, because they are a mirror of you. Things that you are in you, but you may not want to see, if that makes sense. And what else? When you meet your twin flame, also, a lot of times for one person, it is too much. It is too much, the connection. When they start to see things about you that mirrors them, it becomes to them like too much. Some people get very scared of the connection because they've never had a connection this deep. And a lot of times, twin flames, when they meet, like I said in the other video, one person will be in a different relationship. It won't even be the right time, even though they have made a pact to meet each other. You know, your souls have made a pact to meet each other to accomplish something on this earth. So sometimes twin flames will be in different relationships, and they'll meet up and they'll know that there's a connection there, and then they go their separate ways because it's not the right time, or because one of you has to work on yourself because you're in that other relationship that may be a soulmate relationship. So it is a very, twin flames to me is a very complicated thing, okay? That's why I said in my other video, I met my twin flame. I believe this is my twin flame. I was even thinking, well, maybe he was just my, you know, a soulmate of mine. But it was a completely different type of relationship. And in my head, because I know that twin flames are here to create, you know, I want to say magic, create magic. They're here to do something for the earth. They're here to do something for humanity. So in my head, when I met my twin flame, I knew the things that we can do. Like, I already knew. I was like, oh yeah, we can accomplish this and we can do this together. But he was not ready. He was not ready. And I think he also saw me as a soulmate, which was something that he never admit to. He never even believed. I don't think he even believes in soulmates and things like that. And I think after he met me, he saw that there was something very odd. And this was a person that I've known most of my life. That it was just a weird, it's a weird thing. I'm trying not to say too much because I'm not going to say who this person was. And I know some people know me on here. And I don't want to give too much away. But yeah, it was very heartbreaking also because I knew the person was not ready. And this is what will happen with twin flames a lot. It'll be very, very crazy connection, a very loving connection. At the same time, some twin flames like a love and hate relationship because you're seeing the mirror of yourself. And I knew this person was not ready. They were angry at the world when they met me. They were angry at the world. And it was almost like I knew it was too much for them. They weren't ready. But I learned a lot within the time that me and him were talking. I learned a lot about self-love. I learned a lot about unconditional love. I learned a lot about, you know, not just saying that you love someone unconditionally, but, you know, what it really, really meant to love someone unconditionally. And I know that this person, to this day, he will always, he may never admit to it completely, but I know that he loved me because he loved me enough to let me go and not, he knew that I was the chaser, he was the runner. That's another thing. It'll get to the point that you'll go round and round and round a lot of times with your twin flame, because when you think you're ready, they're not ready. You meet up, you're very, upset about that you can't be together if they're with someone, and it's like you'll be sometimes with one person that you'll be the chaser, they're the runner, because they can't take, and they could be available, but they can't take what's going on because of other relationships they were in, and they're just like, this can't be what I'm feeling for this person, and it's hard for them to accept it, and it's too much emotions for them, so they run. And a lot of twin flames, they don't end up together because it's just so much. It's so much to see the other half of you in somebody else. And if the other half is someone that's reckless and you are a very grounded person, you're like, hell to the no, this cannot be my twin flames. My twin flame. And sometimes, they are. But then there's karma soulmates, which I'm going to make another video about that. That's, but with the twin flame connection, you'll see a lot of synchronicities with the twin flame connection when it's good, and when you both have learned what you're supposed to learn before getting together, when you both have worked on yourselves with certain things in your life that needs to be changed, and certain things of, spirit, it could be even spirituality, or things for you to change in your life for you to, reach that higher vibration of spirituality. And it is good, and you guys meet again when it's the right time. There is so much that could be done, and so much that will be done in a twin flame connection, because they are here to do things for the earth. That is their purpose. People think, oh, it's my twin flame and I'm supposed to get married to them and do this and the other. Some twin flames, they meet each other at the right time, get together, accomplish what they need to accomplish together, what they set out to accomplish, or what they promised each other that they were going to accomplish on this earth, and they do it, and then they split. So twin flames for me it's a purpose to the relationship. It's a purpose. When I met mine, I knew in this life, I knew I was with this person in other lifetimes, and of course I have, because he's my other half. He's my other split soul, I guess you could say. And I knew he wasn't ready. I didn't want to believe that he wasn't ready. I wanted everything my way. I was the runner. I was the one that I believe hurt the most during it, because I could not believe, how are you not going to give this relationship a chance when there's so much connection and so much, love here. Like, I would dream about him and certain things. I knew when something was happening to him. I knew when something was going on in his life, that he needed me. I knew that he knew when I needed him. And I know that we met and spoke within that time because we needed each other at that time, but this was not the time to create what we were meant to create on this earth. So, and when we did finally not cut the communication, I still am in contact with him now and then. I will check on him, and I just knew it wasn't the time for us, and I don't know if he saw me as a twin flame. I think he saw me more as a soulmate, not as a twin flame. And then when I spoke to him about twin flames, and I also saw the 1111. And this happened to me in going on to 2011. I started speaking to him in 2010, and then it picked up more in 2011, which is the year when a lot of twin flames, they met. And I was, like I said in the other video, I was talking to someone else that I thought that was my twin flame, because I was having like the same connections with this person that I was having with this other person. And then I realized that that person was not my twin flame, even though I was dreaming stuff about the person and it was happening. I knew stuff about the person that I should have really not known. I read the person very well, like their vibe, like I picked up stuff from that person. But then and that's another thing that'll happen. A lot of times when you're very close to meeting your twin flame, you will meet someone that is, I think they said it was a poser. It happens with soulmates too. Ooh. So you will meet someone that has all the characteristic of maybe him being your twin flame. You'll see that, you'll see like a mirror of yourself in the person. You'll see stuff about the person that you're like, oh my God, that's so much like me, you know, or, you know, you'll see all these things and they're not. And then you figure out that that's not the twin flame, because you'll end up meeting someone else that the connection is crazier than the other person. And you'll start to figure it out that that other person wasn't, they were just a poser, okay? It's almost like it happens to build you up and get you ready for this big change, because when you do meet a twin flame, it will be a very big change in your life. You'll see synchronicities, you'll see double numbers, you'll feel connection, like, and if you are, lucky enough to be with them in a relationship with them, a lot of times it'll be a relationship that could be very good, but you guys are so much alike that it'll be too much. It sometimes could just be way too much to be with the person, because you're so much alike and you see all these things that you really don't want to see, and and then one may get too scared and and run, and then you're chasing, and it goes around and around and around many times when you're with a twin flame. Is the connection real? Yes, it is real. Is it a connection that you feel you feel like you can't sometimes be without this person? Of course, because they're part of your soul. So that's why that happens. When I started going my way and my twin flame started going his way, I remember I was so angry at this. I was so angry at him. And I ended up, he actually showed me, and he showed me so much when it came to, what it is really to love a person, that I thought I knew, but I really didn't know. And he showed me so much that then gradually I was able to let go, and of course I still keep in contact with him, and I mean, not frequent the way I was before, but I tend to know when something is happening to him. And I tend to know, but I've also cut the energy from each other, the energy that I felt towards him, because I am with someone now, which I actually told him I was going to make this video because out of respect to him, I have a fiance who's my soulmate, and out of respect to him, I wanted to tell him that I was doing this, because I didn't want anyone to see this and be like, oh, is it you or it's not you? Because she said, 20 something, so yeah, so twin flames are something else, people. I'm going to do a video on about the signs that you've met your twin flame. What else? Then that's another thing. When it doesn't work out, I believe I already said this, but if I didn't, if it doesn't work out, it's usually because the other person has something else that they have to work on themselves. I always tell people, if you really want to meet your twin flame, first of all, not many people meet their twin flames. If you're lucky enough to meet your twin flame, work on yourself. If you want to, you can do things to try to meet your twin flame, to manifest them. But you have to also think, do you want to be in a relationship that you may not be ready to be in, that is that deep and is that emotional, and it's you, but you're a mirror of you? Do you really want to bring that into your life if you're not ready? So my advice to people is always work on yourself spiritually so you can prepare yourself for what's coming, because it doesn't mean that when it comes it's gonna be roses and, you know, peaches and cream, my friends, you know. And it could be, you know, some people are really truly twin flames and have had their ups and downs and breaks up and having to go away for a years and then come back together again, and then they're ready to be together and they're ready to accomplish what it is that they set out to accomplish, what they promised to each other that they were going to accomplish together, you know, and it works and it's real good, and then too much for each other, and then sometimes they fall out. You know, I believe that soulmates are the ones that are able to stay together for a long, you know, period of time, or stay together forever. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. Let me know what you know about twin flames, what you think about this video. If you like videos like this, let me know. Let me know. I just wanted to say a little bit about my experience with my twin flame. I've been very lucky enough to meet my twin flame, meet soulmates. I said before in the other video, you know, have children who are soulmates of mine, who have been my parent in a past life. I have been lucky enough to meet my children from a past life. I've been lucky enough. So let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you like this videos. I'll make more. I'll make a soulmate one, and I'll make a karma mate, because a karma mate is something out of control. Okay, people. A lot of people meet their karma mates and don't even know it. I was, I don't know if I could say lucky enough to meet my karma mate. So yeah, this is my video on twin flames. And maybe I'll make another video later on if I remember more stuff, because there's so much. Twin flames is a very deep type of connection, of soul connection. So there's always so much more to say about them. So this is what I had remembered after, and I just wanted to also share my experience of how it was. And it was a very back and forth thing. It was very, oh, well, maybe we'll get together now. Oh, no, we're not going to get together. It was a very, things going wrong. It was, you know, but at the end of the day, you know that if you've met your twin flame, if you break up, it will be a hard breakup. You know, people, like I said in the other video, it's your soul, so you will feel, a lot of people go into very bad depressions. They have a lot of things online about twin flames and the breakups and the separations to help people through it, because it's so much, because you feel like a part of you is being torn away from you, and you don't understand why you guys met for that to happen. So I always recommend for people who are going through that or know that they've met their twin flame to look things up on that, because I think they even have like support groups on it. This is how deep this is, that some people become very suicidal because it's their soul, it's their, you know, to them it's your other half, it's you in someone else, if that makes sense. So yes, people, let me know what you think of this video. Comment below, share this video if you think this will help someone. And I will be making the next one about soulmates, and I should be having another video for the new moon that's coming on, I think it's the 2nd, yes, July 2nd, and it's in Cancer. So I will be putting that out as well. I made this way too long, but it's a lot, people. It's a lot. So let me know what you think. Thank you all for all the support. Share the video. If you're on my YouTube, put the notification on. Subscribe. And if you're on my Facebook, put the notification on. Follow me. I will be on every Friday at 4:44 giving live readings, free live readings. So as always, my friends, thank you for the support. Much love to everyone, and I salute the divinity within all of you. Bye.